Lads, what's the crack? So today marks 3 years in Australia, which is mad to think, to be honest. Was just out this morning, went for a wee run there and just walking about in Centennial Park now. But just wanted to make this video to, if anybody was thinking about coming across here, they would have a bit more of an understanding of what it's like. Um, so being here for 3 years, we've got a bit of experience of like settling in and what it's like to live in a different country. But um, coming across to start off with, you coming from back home, you always have like these massive expectations of what it's like. You know, you hear everybody chat about Australia and um, even the culture and just like the beaches and sun and all these kind of things, which is unreal. But being here for a while, you don't really see the other side of that as well too. You don't see the side of all the shit that you have to kind of get through to kind of get on your feet. So like it's been the best experience I've ever had. You know, coming across here, you meet so many new people and you kind of step out of your comfort zone a lot more. But you don't see all the other sides of the things that comes along with. Because like, if I think back to when I was back home, obviously I was living with my mum and dad up until I came out here. So I was lucky in that sense where I had done the majority of stuff for me, like in terms of cleaning up and looking after all that kind of stuff. And it gives you a new kind of sense of appreciation for everything that was done for you when you were younger. Um, Definitely makes you grow up a lot quicker coming out here and having to do your own thing and fend for yourself. But I think that's one of the best things about it. It's like you mature a lot more inside a short space of time, and you just don't have everything handed to you as easily. But I'd say that's one of the best things I've had about coming out of here is that sense of freedom, but sense of doing stuff for yourself as well too. Um, but since we've been here, we've just been in Sydney. We've travelled around, seen all the other cities. We've been to Gold Coast, Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne, and loads of other wee places in between as well too. But I think for me, I think Sydney is the place that I've enjoyed the most. I think like even like where I'm at now at the minute, just in Centennial Park, it's just full of people on a Sunday morning going for runs. You know, it's a real fitness kind of outlook on life, and that's another one of the things that I've enjoyed about it so much. Being here is like kind of brings you out of your comfort zone the way that you're doing different activities and not just like back home. I think being from a small village, it was all GAA or maybe a bit of football as well too. Like, but coming out here, you can dip your toes on the other different sports and stuff like that that you maybe wouldn't have had the option to do back home. So I think that's another good thing. But just the fitness side of things out here is one of my favourites. Like anywhere you go, if you go down to one of the beaches, there's people just out running, doing some kind of training, and it's just unreal. So that's been one of the best things. Uh, in terms of what we're going to do, we've just applied for our PR, and we're probably going to be here for, well, hopefully if we can get that, we'll probably be here for another year or so, maybe more, not sure. But if we can get that through, then at least that gives us the chance to come back here again if we do go back home. So that was one of the main things that we wanted, you know, was to come out here and have that option to come back if we want to. We're just kind of taking it week by week, enjoying it. And like the main thing that I love about out here is the lifestyle. Like, in my opinion, comparing it to back home, it is a lot better. Like, and I think the main thing or the main reason why is probably because of the weather. you know, you've just got so much more options or opportunities to do stuff at the weekend because it is sunny. Um, that's, in my opinion, it's like the main reason why the lifestyle's better. Obviously, the beaches and stuff too are unreal, but just having the option to be able to say to your mates, "I will maybe go away next weekend, do something, or plan something." It's good to have that option to be able to do something. It's back home, I think. I remember when we were back here, you couldn't really plan anything because one week to the next, you didn't know if it was going to be wet or, you know, if it was going to be dry, whatever it was going to be. But out here, at least you can predict it a wee bit better. But I enjoying it. My work side of things has been good too. Um, Obviously, I started off working in a shop and it was brilliant. Like, really enjoyed where I was working and stuff. But the one thing I will say about being out here is it's one of the struggles that we had is it is expensive. Like, and especially if you are coming from back home and you were living along with like your parents or whatever, you know, you're gonna have to be paying your rent, your bills, all this kind of stuff. And a city like Sydney, especially if you're staying somewhere in the eastern suburbs where it's popular, it is expensive. So that was one of the, well, before I came out here I wanted to be self-employed anyway and do my own thing to kind of have my own freedom. But that was probably the best thing that I did do since I come out here, was going out on my own and doing my own thing. It's just gave me so much more freedom to, you know, plan my days around the things that I actually want to do, which is my fitness and all these other goals that I have in my head that I want to do over the next couple of years. It's like the best thing about being self-employed to me is, you know, having that free time to actually sit and think about the other stuff that you want to do. Because in my opinion, like, work is brilliant to do and stuff, but it's not everything too. And I'm lucky to maybe be in a situation where I can say that, where my work doesn't really feel like work. It's just always been something that's, you know, has been a way of me being able to be a bit more creative. And, you know, it just never really felt like work. So I think having that is a great advantage. Like, but since being self-employed out here, I've just had a bit more free time to think about other things and think about where I want to go. So we're leading it down a different path at the minute, and it's going good. But we'll see where that will take us. The minute we're still doing our thing, just cutting away, and eventually, hopefully, breaking into more of an online space as well. I'm doing more of this kind of stuff too. I just thought I wanted to document my experience a wee bit more. I wish I did that from the very start and you could actually see what it was like the full way through. But it's better starting now than ever, I think. So you never know what could happen over the next couple of years. It could be good that I've started from now, and, you know, I never know what I'm going to run into over the next couple of years. So, that's where we're at. Going home in August for a couple of weeks again, and can't wait to see everybody again. So, 3 years. It's been fucking mad. It's been unbelievable, but we'll see where it takes us. See you.